Hello everybody, this is Jason Fisher from timeandfreedom.com. I'm here to do a review on a company called Bitconnect. And I want to first start off by saying that we are absolutely for cryptocurrency. We are absolutely for the mere fact that there is a great opportunity to have other currency than the US dollar. And in regular trading formats, it's absolutely perfect, we believe, at timeandfreedom.com. Where it's starting to get sticky is when you have cryptocurrency combined with the multi-level marketing structure. And you're hearing a lot about this chitter chat all over the internet regarding this exact situation. That Bitconnect has not shown that there is a trading bot or that there's even successful trades being made. That being said, it's walking a very fine line of a Zeek Rewards, which used to be an auction site that got shut down for operating as a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. So really what all this comes down to, people are looking to have their own business. They're looking to build a business that will create success for themselves and their family. But what happens is when you see it mixed with business models that are not proven, that's where it starts to become a sticky situation in the sense of lending your credibility to something that you're not sure if it's going to last long term. I've been in the home-based business industry for 24 years. I made millions of dollars in the home-based business industry, and I've been in it for 24 years. In my first 12 years, after not picking the right business model to obtain the financial freedom that I wanted, everything fell apart. I lost everything. I had over 5,000 distributors in a particular company that dwindled down to about 56 people that were active, and over 99% of people quitting. And that's pretty typical. I went on a mission to find out if that was typical in the home-based business industry. And here's what I found out, is that is typical. Most people build these huge organizations to watch it crumble. And after that experience, I never wanted to hear the word home-based business again. Now, after 12 years, I'm in a different business model, and I want to share something, a concept with you that's made the complete difference in my thought process when it comes to having long-term success in the home-based business industry. When I started in this industry at 17 years old, I wanted to build a long-term business. And 12 years later, I had nothing at the end. The next 12 years has made a huge difference in what I'm about to share with you. Because after I lost everything after my first 12 years, I started to think about a universal principle that if it's applied correctly, creates massive abundance and success in your life. And if it's applied incorrectly, then it creates massive devastation. And our credibility is worth everything. That's why we've got to make sure that we pick the right vehicle. Because when we start sharing something with people that we love and care about, our credibility is at risk. And if we're promoting something that does not have the capability of being long-term, then we're walking a very fine line of being able to pick the right business model and having success, because our credibility is walking that fine line. If we pick the wrong one, nobody will trust us. If we pick the right one, we're going to have all the success in the world because we made the right decision. And the decision is the piece. After I lost everything, I thought of a universal principle, and that universal principle is the 80-20 rule. 80% of people do nothing, while 20% of people do something. I mean, you could take any industry. Take 10 doctors, or 10 lawyers, or 10 chiropractors, or 10 cab drivers. 2 are going to shine, and 8 aren't going to do much. And that's in every single industry. And it's typical in the home-based business industry. 8 out of 10 do nothing, while 2 do something. So then I started to think, well, if I'm going to build a business to last a lifetime instead of a lunchtime, I better find something that the 80%ers can do. Because what I was in was a 20%er deal. Who are the 80%ers? My mother, my brother, my sister, my next door neighbor, someone that doesn't have a lot of sales experience or tenacity, someone that's not good at justifying overpriced products or services that there's really no savings. That's the 80%er. And what I found that I was in was the 20%er deal. And when I started to look around, all I saw was the 20%er deals that were out there. The only people that can justify those type of products or services in the home-based business industry, we're the 20%ers because the products are overpriced due to multi-levels of distribution. The only people left ordering in the end were the 20%ers. The only people that could handle the rejection because those were overpriced products were the 20%ers. Then all of a sudden, the clouds parted, and not only did the problems come out, but more importantly, the solution. And that is that all these companies in the home-based business arena, they all have great products, they all have great services. And let's talk about products for a second right now. They all have great products, but what happens is they start changing people's buying habits to the tune of $120 or $150 or $200 a month and things that people never bought before. And 90 to 120 days later, when someone shows their face as the 80%er that can't justify those products at that price point, not only, here's the devastating part, not only do they quit the business, but they also quit being a number on the board and being an active customer. And the same thing with the service industry. You start asking people to switch their gas or electric over where there's really no savings, but do me a favor and do that. But when the majority don't make money in it, most of them eventually quit as well. So I said to myself, if I could find a business model that kept the 80%ers, that kept numbers on the board, that kept people active. See, the person that makes the most income in the home-based business industry is the person that has the most numbers active ordering in the end of either a product or a service. And if you don't have that, you don't have any residual income. Now understanding this concept, I'm the same jockey on a different horse. Now I have 5,000 active customers that buy month in and month out. What I've learned is a few important things that you need in a business model if you're going to have long-term success. Number one is you need products for all. You need consumable products that people have to buy, have to use, and have to reorder. Because if you're creating a new budget in someone's buying habits, they'll never be a long-term customer. I know that from my prior experience. Nobody will stay actively ordering if it's a new budget item. Here's the thing. It's got to be products for all. It's got to be necessities that people have to buy. It can't be targeted products that are niche products. It's got to be things that people buy, use, and reorder on a monthly basis where you're not creating a new buying habit. It's got to be necessities for all. Things that people have to buy. But here's the next point. It's got to be drastically less than the retail outlets. If people are not saving money, they're not going to stay long-term as your customer because they'll go back to the stores and they'll buy a brand that is more competitively priced. You have to make your products more natural, more green, organic. It's got to be things that are better in quality, that are things that people have to buy, that are drastically less than the retail outlets. I like to say Walmart or below price point, but more green, more natural, organic, and it's got to be things that people have to buy. Not nutritionals, not juices, not coffees, not lotions, not potions, none of that. And the third point is, it has to be where there's no sales quotas, where you're asking people to consume more than what they normally would consume of that product or service. If you can ask people just to switch stores and not spend any new money and save money at the same time, then you can keep massive amounts of people ordering month in and month out. See, my former business, it was a weight loss company. No one stayed on weight loss products long term. No one stayed as an active customer because that was a niche market. But now moving to a business model that created necessities for all, things that people had to buy, that were better in quality, organic, more natural, green. So products for all, better in quality, Walmart or below price point, and where there were no sales quotas, asking people to buy more than what they normally would consume. That is what I have found. That is what a lot of industry leaders have found to be the most successful business model in history to date in the home-based business industry. We're in our 31st year right now. We're growing rapidly. We're growing like a startup company, though we're a seasoned company. And it's amazing what's taking place because I finally have been able to obtain lifelong residual income that I've been able to provide for myself, but I've been able to help thousands of other people have that as well. It has been the most amazing journey when you find the right business model. But when you look at most of the home-based business models, they lose 98% of them because it doesn't make sense, first and foremost, for someone to be a customer without a financial gain attached to it. And if you can find that, you can find a home run. You can find, as I mentioned, a business that will last a lifetime rather than a lunchtime. This is absolutely amazing. I would love to spend some personal time with you. What I would suggest is click below, schedule an appointment. Let's spend some time going over our business model that has been proven to be the most successful business model in the home-based business industry, providing lifelong residual income for those that have teamed up with us. I've seen a lot of businesses, and this is the only one that I've ever seen that has concrete evidence to actually produce a success in your life in the sense of building a business with a financial gain for you and your family to whatever desired level you're looking for. Part-time, full-time, or whether you want to create significant income and a financial wall around yourself and your family, we have found that to be true right now. Thanks for spending a little bit of time on this Bitconnect review. Click below, schedule an appointment. And again, this is Jason Fisher from timeandfreedom.com. Thank you so much.